Dee's retiring, and to celebrate, I'm taking our parents to Germany starting today. I'm going to use your platinum card for the trip and enjoy myself with your credit card. This will be a fun trip. What do you mean? That's exactly what I said. I don't understand what you mean by just what I said. Can you explain it to me? We have to move quickly. I understand. We will go soon. I'm sorry, but I need to go now. I will learn the details when I return. There's just one thing. The credit card is not working. What? My husband, Jeremy, who doesn't have a job, used my credit card to take our parents-in-law on a trip. I have dealt with a lot from Jeremy, but this looks like a great chance to show him a lesson. When he comes back from the trip, he will feel sorry about some things. My name is Maria, and I am 35 years old. I work for a company. After finishing school at a well-known university, I got a job at a big company and have received positive feedback. Even though I am just 35, I make enough money to take care of Jeremy, who doesn't have a job, and a child if we decide to have one. But that's just a guess. We've been married for 6 years and we don't have kids yet, but we're thinking about it soon. I have a good job and make enough money, so I should be happy in my new life as a married person. But I am not. The part about having a child is just a thought, but Jeremy not working is real. I don't want dinner because I had snacks. That's okay, but what about looking for a job? I stayed home today and looked at job websites instead of going for an interview. Jeremy left his job a year ago and has been looking for a new one since then. He works part-time, but he doesn't stay at any job for very long. He gets a job, leaves it quickly, takes some time to relax, and then searches for another part-time job. Are you checking out part-time jobs again? I'm considering both full-time and part-time options. Why not stop searching for part-time jobs and concentrate on getting a full-time job? I understand, but there is a good time for everything. I hope Jeremy can get a steady job, but there's a reason we shouldn't push him too much. He left his last job because he had a disagreement about work rules with his boss. The boss was really hard to deal with at work. Jeremy stood up to the boss as the office representative, supported by his coworkers. But when the fight got worse, his coworkers chose to support the boss instead of Jeremy. Because of this, Jeremy lost his boss's approval, felt let down by his coworkers, and had a tough time staying. He quit the company. Jeremy, dinner is ready. Could you bring it over here? After he quit, Jeremy stayed to himself and spent a lot of time in his room. After around 3 weeks, he began to come out and help with the chores at home. I will wash the dishes. Seriously, thank you. Now it's all yours. Yeah, I have all the time in the world, Jeremy said with a smile, but it didn't look real. 3 weeks later, he began looking for a job. I have a job interview today. Is it your first choice? Yes, I will get this job and begin again. I support you. Try your hardest. A month after he quit, Jeremy started looking for a job seriously. But even after 1 month, he still couldn't find a job. Why do I always get turned down? Oh no, it's all because of my last company. Stay calm. You'll discover something nice. I'm really frustrated. I didn't do anything wrong. Jeremy may have some responsibility, but what occurred at his last job wasn't all his fault, too. Quitting because of problems with people doesn't seem good to future employers. I feel like I can't do anything right these days. That isn't correct. You have an interview tomorrow. Let's improve your resume. It's not useful. I won't go tomorrow. Jeremy faced many rejections, and they made him feel tired, but after some time he started to stand up for himself. One day I got home and saw torn resumes on the living room floor. I knew the interview didn't go well, so I picked my words carefully. Could you please put that trash in the bin? I finished. What are you done with? Looking for a job. Can we live on your money, okay? I don't have to work. Yes, we can live on just my income. Some people don't have jobs but do a great job taking care of their homes full-time. But that's not how it is for Jeremy. He's just staying away from things that are hard to face. I get why he doesn't want to work after what happened at his last job and not finding a new one, but we need to deal with this problem directly. I chose to be patient with Jeremy for some time. Jeremy, you haven't found a job yet. What is your plan? I have worked hard in the past. This is simply a longer break. I'm doing more than just resting. I'm learning for what comes next. That's nice to hear. Since Jeremy quit his job, his parents, Linda and Brandon, have been coming to see us more often because we live close to them. They might have been concerned about him. When they heard that Jeremy was getting ready for his next job, they looked happy. But that was a clear lie. The beer will be gone today. Could you get some on your way home? Is it running out again? You drink a lot. Try to reduce a little. Okay, I won't ask you one more time. I will buy it myself. Jeremy was not looking for a job or studying. He spent his days sitting in front of the TV and having some beer. He likely didn't want people to find out he was without a job. If I tell my in-laws the truth, it could really hurt Jeremy a lot. I chose not to say anything about the excuses Jeremy gave. He stopped looking for a job for more than 5 months, so I finally chose to say something. Jeremy, it might be a good idea to look for a job now. You look more comfortable now. What? It has been under 6 months since what happened at my last job. Do you want me to work again after what happened? I just felt the break was a little too long. Please stop bothering me. You don't get how I feel because things are good for you at work. I have my own problems, you know. All people have job problems and relationship troubles. Everyone tries to fix them. Let's do this together. I understand. I will search for a job, all right. Jeremy left during the conversation. It looked like my words upset him, but him saying yes to looking for a job felt like a step forward. I chose to say sorry when he was feeling good again. I got a job thanks to your reminders. That's awesome. Where is it? In a supermarket close by. So you have to learn and put in effort, okay? It's only part-time. Don't work too hard. Whether it's part-time or full-time, part-time is still a job. Is that a problem for you? I wanted to talk to Jeremy, but maybe doing a bit of work could help him get better. I chose to watch and see what happens. I am back home. Jeremy, you're here again. How is the job going? I left my part-time job at the supermarket. Why? It hasn't been very long. A college student was being bossy, telling me to always put the vegetable boxes at the bottom in storage. It felt like bullying. The student was probably just showing Jeremy how to do the job. In a job, even a college student is considered a senior. Jeremy kept getting jobs and then leaving them, not able to stay in one place. Jeremy has not been able to keep a job for a long time, and it has already been a year. Jeremy, what work are you doing now? I'm working part-time at a bar. I have never worked in food and drink before, but it seems interesting and I think I have found what I want to do. Seriously, that's really good. Isn't the pay from a part-time job in a restaurant a bit low? That's okay. I'm learning on the job, hoping to work for myself soon. Do you want to have your own home one day? Right. Less than text, I'm not making much money right now, but I'm putting in a lot of effort to reach my goal. Here, take this. Do something nice for yourself this time. Jeremy still performed well in front of his parents, but like always, it was all not true. He left the pub job just 4 days after this talk. I felt really let down by my husband for lying and taking money from his parents this time. I chose to be stronger than I was before. Hi, Jeremy. Can we do it later, please? I'm at a nice part in the movie. You can stop it for a bit." I took the remote from the table, stopped the movie, and started a chat. "It's really sad when you stop at the best part." "What is that?" "Jeremy, you are 38 years old, correct? You know that's prime working age. Don't you think about the future? Spending all day at home, drinking and just watching TV? The future. There are plenty of 38-year-olds not working. Many people enjoy life without a job. True, work isn't everything, but those people have something else they're dedicated to. Do you have something like that? Yeah, you're upset about me not working. I'll look for another part-time job." Jeremy seemed intent on only working part-time. Considering his reasons for leaving his job and his struggles with job hunting, I had been careful not to hurt him. But it was time for Jeremy to bounce back. I needed to be stricter. One day at work, I got a text from Jeremy. "Dad's retiring, so we are going to Germany to celebrate, starting today. Borrowing your platinum card. Got to splurge on your credit card." I panicked and called him immediately. "What do you mean?" "A trip." Just what I said. I don't get it. Just what I said. Please explain. So many things are wrong here. It's fine to celebrate Brandon's retirement, but he should have consulted me before using my money and borrowing the credit card. More like stealing. And why am I paying for a trip to Germany that I'm not going on? Why? Do I have a platinum card? Some people think you need a high income for it, but that's not true. Credit history, stable income, and other factors matter, and it's attainable in your 40s. The annual fee is high, but I use it for the benefits and points. However, that credit card is in my wallet. So you took the credit card from home. Yeah, so I'm counting on you for the payment. Jeremy, elated about his trip to Germany, was speaking to me in a provocative tone. I have been patient with Jeremy for a long time, but this seems like a good opportunity. Jeremy thinks he's clever taking my credit card and being all cheerful. But he's in for a surprise. What are you doing? We need to go. Got it. I'm coming. Sorry, I need to move on now. I'll hear the details when I get back. Just one more thing. The credit card you took won't work. What? That can't be right. It's in Maria's name, and the expiry date is this month. It's short, but it shouldn't be a problem. You're lying, right? Maria, you're lying to stop me from using the card, aren't you? Such a lie is easy to see through. Yes, it expires this month. That's why I have already received a new credit card. What does that mean? So I have 2 credit cards to use for a while now. Sometimes with my credit card, when the new one is activated, the old one stops working. And I've already started using the new card. So the one you took won't work. You're kidding, right? You think it's a lie. If you don't believe me, I can send you the URL to the credit card website. Or you could just try using the card. It would be amusing to see you try to pay with a card that doesn't work. This credit card really won't work? Hey, hurry up. I hear his parents calling him from the background of the phone call. But Jeremy, realizing the credit card won't work, seems too flustered to hear them. What should I do? I told them I'd pay for everything except the round-trip travel. Oh, they covered the flight? Yes. Dad felt bad about having all the trip costs covered. Jeremy was probably bragging to his parents, claiming the money was from his savings. My credit card. Thinking about it infuriated me, but one thing Jeremy said caught my attention. You said you borrowed a credit card. The one for our house? Yeah. What should I do? I'm about to take a cab, and I don't even have money for that. That's not my problem. You said you would pay for everything but the flight. If so, using my credit card in the first place was wrong. pay with your own money. How can I? I don't have any money. Right, Jeremy. You haven't been working seriously. It's your fault for trying to look good, taking your parents on a trip without money. I'm at work, so I have to hang up now. I just wanted to tell you about the credit card. Wait. I hung up and returned to work. Jeremy, unable to pay even for the cab, would have to be honest with his parents. That night, after I finished work, I had a call from Laura. I heard from Jeremy. He tried to pay with your credit card and lied about working. Sorry for the trouble. No, don't apologize, Laura. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. About the credit card, are you okay with the money? We'll cover this trip's cost when we get back. I'll make Jeremy apologize and find a job immediately. I'm sorry, Laura, but I'm considering divorcing Jeremy. Divorce? Because of this? It's part of it. But Jeremy has been taking money from me for a while. What? I stopped giving Jeremy money to curb his drinking. He started a part-time job and bought his own alcohol. But the salary from part-time work shouldn't be enough for daily drinking. Jeremy was taking money from my wallet to buy alcohol. Over a year, he repeatedly stole amounts ranging from $7 to $70. The sum became significant. I had been strict with Jeremy, hoping he would eventually turn things around. But when he stole my credit card for his trip, it wasn't just about $75 anymore. This leap in the theft convinced me that he had no intention of improving. I respect your decision. Should I tell Jeremy about the divorce? Could you just tell him? I want a divorce. We'll discuss the rest when he returns home. About an hour later, the next morning after my call with Laura, Jeremy called. He must have heard about the divorce from Laura, but I had asked her to wait until he was back to discuss it. Too exhausted, I decided not to answer his call. The next morning, after returning from work, I found Jeremy at home. He had cut his trip short. I'll work properly now. Please don't leave me, he pleaded. As I entered the living room and saw Jeremy, he immediately apologized. His regrets seemed sincere, but came too late. He had a whole year to change, yet still asked for another chance. I had warned him repeatedly, yet he squandered every opportunity. I'm not going to give you another chance because you gave up on me. My mind is made up. Can you leave? Please don't say that. If you don't leave, should I call someone to help you pack your things? I'll move out only if you can afford the rent here. Jeremy fell silent. He didn't even have the money for next month's rent, let alone an income. My words and the reality of the impending divorce made him realize the severity of his situation. With nothing to take, Jeremy seemed to be leaving the house, probably heading to his parents' place. I thought about asking if he had money for transportation, but Jeremy isn't a child. He should manage his own affairs. Money or not, I sadly watched Jeremy leave the house. After he left, Jeremy went to his mom and dad's house. Then I got a call from Linda. My parents-in-law allowed Jeremy to stay for one night, but then they asked him to go the next day. They worried he could depend on them too much if he stayed. Maybe they wanted to make a situation where he had to take care of himself. It must have been hard for the parents to send their son away, but they made a difficult choice for Jeremy to get better. Jeremy was thrown out of his parents' house, so he came back to our place asking me for help. Can you help me, please? I have no place to go and no money. That happened because of what you did. You have to take care of it on your own. Everyone has their own struggles. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help, but it seems like you have not taken care of your responsibilities this past year and have just done what you want. I didn't let Jeremy come inside the house and sent him away from the door. The divorce finally happened. Jeremy didn't want to do it, but with his parents' help, it happened faster than he thought. I don't know what happened to Jeremy after we broke up. He's likely still moving from one job to another and finding reasons for his actions. I thought I would feel lonely without him, but I was surprised that I didn't feel lonely at all. I felt like a heavy load was taken off my shoulders. Living with Jeremy was very stressful. His way of acting and always needing me to say everything is okay made me feel nervous. I was always very careful, scared to say anything that could make him upset. Now that he is not here, I don't have to think about that anymore. Since Jeremy is not around, my life has gotten a lot easier. I didn't see how much our relationship was weighing me down. I was always trying to help him with his feelings and money, and it made me very tired. Now I can think about myself and how to feel good. I'm glad I didn't let Jeremy bring me down with him. I always tried to help him thinking he would change, but it never did. Giving up that responsibility has felt really good. I don't have to take care of other people's needs or handle their problems anymore. I can now live my life the way I want without needing to please anyone else. It's a new beginning, and I'm really enjoying it. I have extra time for myself, more energy to follow my interests, and a clearer mind to think about what's ahead. I'm thankful for this new part of my life, away from the stress and worry that Jeremy caused.